Good morning. Good morning from the Chicago Four Seasons. It's my last day here. I'm going to do a quick makeup look just for being on the plane today. I'm going to leave here around 11, so in a couple hours. I'm going to go down for breakfast, maybe do a little bit of walking just so I get my feet moving. But I just wanted to come on here and just show you how to do some makeup, talk about what I've been doing this weekend. Hello, everybody. I am looking tired, and so we are gonna wake up these eyes. We've got some dark circles that I'm gonna work with. Hello, Megan. And hi from Japan. Oh my goodness. Hello. What time is it there? Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do this makeup, and I'll probably just talk to you a little bit about what I was doing this weekend too while I'm doing it. But today I'm not going to do the dot method. The last video I put up, I was doing the dot method of where to do your placement, but that's not the only way to do this makeup. You can also do it just by placing color and color. So there are a few different ways. So this is what I love about this makeup. 11 p.m. Well, I hope this is going to just lull you to sleep. Okay. So there is a few different ways. Obviously, you can do the dot placement. I'm going to do it. And now just know, lots of artists, so if you're following other artists out there, lots of other artists will do their contour first. That's a great way to do it if you're just new to doing your makeup and so you're really getting the contour placement. I personally prefer to do my highlights first so that I can cover up any little blemishes. So coming up around that time of the month, if you know what I mean. And also I have had a lot of additional stress in my life, and that always brings it up. So I'm going to color correct these areas on my face. So I have my palette. These are all my highlights, contours, bronzer, all of that, all of my lips and cheeks that I love, and then my eyeshadow palette right here. So I'm going to go in with my darkest color. I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm just going to place it on these areas that need just a little bit of color correcting. Now, do you see, there we go, let's do that. So if you can see, I am just spot treating it. And this is with, it looks like I'm giving you the finger, but I really am not, I love you all. But see how placing the dark color immediately just takes away that redness? So many of us are used to putting on like a concealer or the lightest color, and that's just going to give you texture, and you're going to end up adding a lot of product on your face because of that. Here, there we go. Here, we're just color correcting, and look at that. Just got totally, like, obviously I have texture because this one is raised, but the color is gone. So use your darkest color. Now, if you're in between colors right now, like summer to winter colors, just use the darkest color of that. Otherwise, just go up a shade, and you can ask me about that. I can help you with that. Okay, so now I'm going to go in. Wait, did I still have blush on here? Okay, and I'm just going to place my main highlight all around my jaw and my T-zone. So this weekend, this week, I guess. I got here on Wednesday. I've been in Chicago, if you've been following along, at Kristen Boss. She's an incredible business coach for direct sellers, and this was her mastermind for six-figure leaders within direct sales companies. And so we had 3 days of like intense coaching, personal coaching, business coaching, just giving us some strategic things to take back to our teams and implement there. And it was so good. My mind is just so full. I feel like a wet sponge, just sitting in a bowl of water. Like, it cannot. So that's why I've got some really dark circles happening around here, because when I get mentally full or emotionally full, it just looks like I haven't slept in like 12 days, which I have, but it's just like my brain is just like, ugh. So I'm going to show you how to color correct that. Yes, when I'm color correcting, I'm just using the darkest shade that I have, a shade up. So like right now I'm in between colors. I love how that one is just so pronounced. But anyway, I'm in between colors. So I'm using 2 colors for my main highlight right now. I'm just blending them. So I'm using the darkest of the 2. If you're just using 1 shade on your whole face, then I recommend getting additional color for your spot treatment. Just using the same color isn't going to cut it. You need to go a shade up. Okay, now, so I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, often I have skipped the color correcting under eye because I just haven't had really dark circles like this. Ooh, this is quite something. So I got this color in my lip and cheek color. It is called Frenchie. And I am just going to take a little bit and place that underneath my eye around those dark circles. You don't need very much, and it is going to make you look a little zombie-ish because I'm literally just placing coral underneath my eyes. But what this does is that it will mute or balance out the blue-green that is happening under my eye because it's coral. So it's just like color theory, really. The opposites on the color wheel. I'm just going to press that right in. And we're going to just let that kind of, you can see how this one's quite a bit darker. I put the same amount on, but this one has already kind of absorbed or acclimatized to my skin. And so that color is actually balancing things out. It's really quite amazing how it works. So now I'm going to go in with my brightening color. And I'm just going to use a brush for this so you can see. So I'm just placing a little bit there, and I'm going to go a little bit on the inside corner of my eye and on the outside, just like this. And then I'm going to go and blend. I'm going to put a little dot there too because I like to go right around. So I'm going back to that same brush. I'm using the blush bronzer, and I'm just stippling this product right in. Now I need to go a little bit brighter because I told you I was like in the in-between of changing my colors right now. So this isn't as bright as I could be going, but I left my tin in the bathroom. So we're just gonna do this today. No, not taffy. That was Frenchie. I used Frenchie. Always use Frenchie. I actually, you could probably use taffy. I haven't used it personally myself, just because Frenchie works so well, and it's quite a bit of a stronger coral, so it'll really balance like dark circles, but you could try it for sure. Okay, so see the difference of just how it's brightened up my eye. Now I've still got like some puffy happening, but the makeup's never going to reduce puffy under eyes or bags. Makeup cannot change like actual physical structure of your face. Like it can like make it look a different way, but often I'm like, well, I'll have people like, well, it got rid of the dark circles, but the bags are still there. I'm like, yes, because that's not a makeup issue. Bags under your eyes is like, that's like your skincare, and that's getting enough sleep and drinking enough water and all of that kind of stuff. So just know that if you're still having like a little bit of bags under, that's just the physical structure of your face, and there's other ways that you can do that. Makeup's not necessarily going to be the thing that changes that. So I'm just going to go in here, and I'm stippling. The reason I'm stippling is so that it presses all that color into those little fine lines and wrinkles, and that it's not adding any additional creasing throughout the day, because I'm just pressing it all in, and then it'll move with my face throughout the day. Just like that. I feel like I'm going a lot slower today because I'm just like, my brain is so full. So if you're like, wow, this process takes a really long time, I promise you it doesn't. When it's just me and I'm not talking, it takes me 5 minutes, actually. So sometimes I should just come on here live and say nothing and just do my makeup and leave. And you'd be like, oh my gosh, that takes so little time. Because chatty Raylan just makes everything so much longer. Okay, so we've evened out the skin tone. I might bring in some additional brightener right in here after, but I'll have to get that from the bathroom. So I'm going to go in and do my contour now. So I've been using the smudge brush a lot for contouring because it's so good for finding placement. The other one you can use is the detail brush. I need to clean this brush, but this is a really good brush to start out as well. So if you're brand new to this makeup, I recommend starting with this brush. It's great for highlights. It's great for contours. It's great for everything. So get that one first. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my contour. So I'm putting this all along my hairline. I'm going right from where my ear connects to my face down, like about 1.5 to 2 inches. Literally just drawing lines on my face. Then all the way underneath my jaw. So not on top, underneath, because I'm really chiseling out that jaw and adding that shadow right in there. Well, not adding, I'm actually mimicking it. And then I'm also going to, this is why I love this brush so much, is because for nose contour, it's so easy to be precise. With the larger brushes, if you're new to nose contour, it can be quite intimidating and quite hard to get your placement. And this smudge brush is so good because it's much easier. It's so thin that it's much easier to get it right onto your nose. Okay, there you go. That's all the placements for my contour. Then I'm just gonna go, and I'm just gonna blend it with my blush bronzer brush. Just gonna go like this, blend up, not down, because I'm pushing up that cheekbone. That's the whole purpose of this, is to really elevate and pronounce that cheekbone. Blend this all in here. So today is the Chicago Marathon, and I should see. I don't see any runners down here, so I'm not sure if they're right on Michigan. But we went downtown, well, we walked downtown yesterday, and it was insane, the amount of people. So I can't even imagine. I kind of want to go walk and investigate and see if I can see it. Or, I don't know, maybe all the roads will be blocked. Are you from Chicago? Anybody? Maybe you would know. I did get told by the front desk that I'm going to have to leave a little earlier, though, to get to the airport, because it could take a lot longer with all the road closures. So that's good to know. All right, now I'm going to go in with my bronzer. I have my bronzer. I have 2 of them. I need to melt them out, but 2 of them because it fits this brush so well. So that's a little hack for you if you like bronzer. And I just place it into like a parentheses around my face. So on the high point of my forehead, and then down onto my cheek. I want to take this window home with me. It is like the best lighting. Oh, look at, I'm going to show you. Look at this. How insanely gorgeous is this? There's the Hancock building. That view is amazing, and it just gives me the best lighting. Okay, I'm bringing that bronzer down into my neck, just so to balance everything. And then we're going to do a little lip and cheek color. So I'm going to do a really, which color I'm going to do? I'm going to do one of my favorites. I've been using it spring, summer, fall. It's good for all. That's a little rhyme. And I am just going to use it. It's called Madrid. I always get asked what color it is when I'm wearing it. It is one of my absolute favorites. I got asked by another Saint leader yesterday. She just asked in our leaders chat, if you could put your 4 top eyeshadows and your 2 top lip and cheeks, what would they be? She's like, I'm just curious because I know what mine are. And it was so interesting hearing these top leaders sharing. And Madrid, this color, came up like multiple times. Like they were in a lot of people's favorites list, which I thought was so interesting. So if you don't have Madrid, I highly recommend it. It's really, really good. Okay, so that's it on my lip. I'm going to put it, or on my cheek, I'm going to put it on my lip. I'm first going to line my lip with a little bit of Suede, which is a lip liner, just to give my lip that extra plump look, and hopefully to take some attention away from that little friend over on the corner there. You know, I should just put some Suede right on top of it and just like, you know, rock it like a Marilyn Monroe type mole, only it's down here, not up here. Maybe I should do that. And it's like, you know what? Who says this is it? This is my new mole. Okay. Now, full disclosure here, I think this Madrid on my lip is actually mixed with sangria because I had a little sangria left on my brush from last night when I was wearing it. So it's not normally got quite the deeper pink undertone. It's a little bit more corally, but I still had sangria on my brush. Okay, here we go. Put on a little bit of highlight or illuminator, and I'm just placing that on the top of my cheek. See, it's how it's just catching the light. Just bring some glow to my face. There we go. I even like to put a little bit right into the center of my lip. Okay, this is looking so much better than when I first got on and I was like, hey guys. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. So if you are joining in from the States or Japan, or somewhere else, Canadians are celebrating Thanksgiving this weekend. So a lot of the ladies are staying an extra day here, just to really absorb and kind of work through some of this stuff that we were going through. But I was like, I have got to get home to my boys because I want to celebrate Thanksgiving with at least a little bit of Thanksgiving with them. So I'm heading home. I won't get home till tonight, but at least I'll have Thanksgiving Monday off with them. So I think we'll probably go to my in-laws, and I need to bring some food. But I was busy in my session, so I didn't answer that message. So, well, I guess whatever is left over to bring is what I'm bringing. Okay, so this brush here, or this is, this is Browlex. If you're new here and you have not heard me talk about it, you can just go to the link in my bio, which is my website, RaylanReimer.com, and go to affiliates and you'll see the affiliate link. You can choose, there's all different colors, so you can match them to your brow, and I just love it. I think it's super easy, super simple to fill your brow and just lifts up your whole face, and I love it. Love, love, love. Oh, that's why I'm like, wow, this is going on a lot lighter than it has been. But I have two of them, and I can use both. So taupe is quite a bit more subtle, but lately I've been using ash, and ash gives me a little bit of a darker, more pronounced brow. Oh, I do have Versailles here. Okay, so Versailles is that lighter brightener I had, and I really just wanted to add a little bit of additional brightness here because it wasn't quite bright enough for me. So I'm actually just going to layer it. I don't often recommend layering a lot of product under your eye, but I've just placed a very little bit, and this way it's just going to add a little bit of additional brightness. So if you're in between colors because it's fall, don't be afraid to kind of play with your winter colors and interchange them with your summer colors and kind of mix them, because you'll end up probably finding a really happy medium there just with your spring and winter colors. Okay, I'm going to do my eyes, and then we are pretty much done. I'm so excited to bring back some of this stuff we've been learning this weekend to my team and just kind of implementing some stuff. I just am the type of person that I'm like, you can always be growing. Like, I just don't believe that anybody can ever really reach the top. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, you might reach like a top, like if you're in a direct selling company, you might reach the top rank, but there's still growth. You can still grow, and not even just team based, like, oh, my team is growing, but like personally, I just think leadership, and that's really why I went this weekend, is just like, I was like, I am in this level of leadership with my team, but I know that I still have room for growth. I know there's still stuff that I can learn to be a better leader for my team and to be there to support them in a really healthy way for them and for me, so that I'm not running off, off steam and not being able to give what I need to my kids or to my family because I'm so busy with my team. And so it's just been so good. And I highly recommend, especially if you are in direct sales, is to go follow Kristen Boss. She didn't tell me to tell you this, but I really do think you should or find somebody to coach you through your personal life and through your business. I mean, I've had a personal life coach through Heather for the last 3 years, and it's been absolutely life-changing. Just because I just didn't realize how much, before I found Heather 3 years ago, I just didn't realize how much of my own personal baggage was, or things that I believed about myself or about my leadership or about so many different things. I didn't realize how much that limited me into the things I could go into because I just had this subconscious belief. I totally believe that too, Des. We can all learn more to better ourselves. Always, 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 always. Like, you could be Bill Gates. I don't know why his name came. And he can still learn. So anyway, this weekend has been absolutely incredible. And I'm really excited to go home and chat with my leaders and share with them and kind of put some of this stuff to practice, both personally and in business. So I just use the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer as my base. I took off my extensions just because I just didn't want to put them back on today. Let's be honest. And I just wanted to give my eyelashes a break. So I use that base, and then I'm using the Lancome Lash Idol as my mascara. And I feel like it's very hard to do this in front of a camera. So I'm not going to get my lashes like I normally like them because I need to go look in a mirror. But there we go. That is the makeup. I'm just going to go in. One thing you do not want to forget with Seint is to set it because it just won't have a longevity throughout the day. And especially if you're going on an airplane, which I am. All of that like recycled air, and I don't know about you, I just feel gross when I get off a plane if I'm wearing makeup or if I'm not. And one thing you want to do is set it so that you don't have additional gross feeling like your makeup is all sliding off your face. So I just go in and take my Vanilla Dust setting powder, and I'm just going to rub that all over my face. I'm setting everything so it does not move. If you like a more matte looking makeup, that's what this is going to do too, is it's going to just kind of soak up that additional moisture. And because the cream base makeup is just naturally glowy because it's cream, if you're not somebody who really loves that glowy look, I feel like it's a really youthful look, then this is a great alternative. You can also use setting spray, but I'm a lover of the setting powder. So there we go. There's my makeup. I look so much more put together. I look awake. I look like I didn't have 12 drinks. I didn't have 12 drinks, but that's what I look like this morning. And no sleep. So I hope you have a great Sunday. If you have questions for me, you can always DM. You can always text hashtag match to 204-400-1200 for your personal color match if you need. And otherwise, I will talk to you later. Happy Thanksgiving, Canadians, and have a great rest of your weekend.